Hello and welcome to today's lesson. My name is Wes. This is Interactive English. And if this is your first time here visiting our channel, it's all about just helping you practice and improve your English skills. And today we try to do that in a variety of ways. And today I want to help you build your vocabulary. Specifically, we are going to be talking about some advanced vocabulary words. And I say that it's advanced, and I feel like I'm trying to walk a fine line here because I do want to teach you some more advanced words that are going to help you be more precise, and that if you want to describe a situation or express yourself, that you will be able to do that with these words because they are more specific. But at the same time, I try to choose words that are not just very random and that they're words that nobody ever uses. I try to find words that you will come across if you're reading a story or maybe you're listening to the news and that you could still use in everyday conversation. So I say they're advanced. I think they're advanced. And I definitely want to challenge you as well. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Great to see so many familiar faces. Great to see so many members. Hello, Aiden, Lolly, Putri. Welcome to welcome to the chat. Angela, Nyla. Great to see all of you. So again, this is going to be an interactive lesson because what I want you guys to do is I want you to participate. I'm going to give you a bunch of different questions. And I want you to write your answers in the chat. And even if you're watching this later, write your answers in the comment. Use it like it's a piece of paper. And again, it's just a great way to actually practice. Practice. What I'll do is I'll give you the question, and then I will give you a moment to try to think of an answer. And then, of course, I will tell you what the answer is. So let's go ahead and begin. And the first set of questions that I have for you, I'm going to give you the word, and I just want you to choose the correct meaning. What is the meaning of this word? So let's begin here with cajole. So this, I'll go ahead and tell you, this is a verb, to cajole someone. What do you think this verb means, to cajole? I'll give you a moment, and then I will reveal the answer. Is it talking about a playful fight? Does it mean to persuade someone? Or does it mean to overcook some food? What do you think? Write your answers in the chat or even in the comments if you happen to be watching this later. To cajole. Excellent. Yes, Mike, MZZ, Maziar, Delia, Shishri. Yes, the correct answer is B. To cajole someone means to persuade someone. I'm going to add something else. You're persuading them with flattery. And what that means is you're just saying a bunch of nice things to this person in order to persuade them. I'll give you an example. I think of, well, as a teacher, perhaps the students are trying to cajole me into delaying the exam. And they say, oh, Wes, we need a little more time to study. Don't give us the exam tomorrow. And you should do that because you're such a nice teacher. You're such a kind teacher. So they're saying these things to flatter me so that I will be persuaded to do what they want me to. They're trying to cajole me into delaying the exam. So you're really persuading somebody with flattery. All right, excellent. The next one, flabbergasted. All right, I chose this one. I think this one definitely is a little more common, and this is one you may have heard. I just like saying the word, flabbergasted. It's an adjective. What do you think it means if somebody says that they were flabbergasted? All right, and maybe I'm giving it away with the context. Do you think it means that somebody is greatly surprised, they're out of breath, or perhaps they're just having an upset stomach? All right. What do you guys think? Write your answer in the chat. If somebody is flabbergasted, again, I said, I think this one is a bit more common. It's a great adjective to use. And yes, just to give some great, wow, you guys are rocking this one. Yes. Aiden, Ruma, Orlando, Athanasius Salutudis. Sorry if I mispronounce names. I'm just trying to give out as many shout outs as I can. Lolly, perfect. The correct answer is A. If somebody is flabbergasted, it just means that they're greatly surprised. So it's a great adjective that you can use to describe someone who is extremely surprised, and you say that this person was flabbergasted. Something happened and they were flabbergasted. The next question, or the next vocabulary word that I have for you, is this one, vociferous. So again, this is an adjective, vociferous. And we can use it, well, you can use it as an adjective. You can use it with other parts of speech as well, and I will tell you about that in just a moment. But what do you think is the meaning of vociferous? Is it talking about the sound of loud music, expressing opinions loudly, or is it talking about the noise of a traffic jam? And the reason we're starting this way and just me asking you for what you think the meaning is, I feel like this is a little easier, and then it's going to get a bit more difficult as we go through this. So, yes, perfect. Mike, Lourdes, Aiden, Paolo. If something is, or someone is vociferous, then it basically means that they are expressing opinions loudly. And you're doing it with a lot of energy and emotion. And therefore, yeah, you would use this word to describe a person. And they are talking about an argument that was just vociferous. I said that you would use this with other parts of speech as well, because I think you might also commonly use this word as an adverb. And you say that somebody was arguing vociferously, and that they were doing it loudly, and they're really expressing their opinion. Vociferous, or as an adverb, vociferously. The next one, opine. This is a verb. I'll go ahead and tell you, to opine. What do you think it means if someone is opining? Are they expressing regret? Is it mean to express an opinion? Or just does it mean to express dislike? What do you think? And if you guys are just joining us, again, we're just doing this vocabulary, advanced vocabulary. It's a quiz lesson. So I just asked, try to participate, take part in this lesson. That is what it's all about. So if somebody, to opine, I said it's a verb. What do you think? Excellent. So you guys are rocking this first part. Audio, Yesenia, Esther, Bashir. Yes, to opine means to express an opinion. So somebody might opine, and in that case, they're sharing their opinion. And we could combine it with the word that we just talked about. Perhaps somebody might opine vociferously, and they are expressing their opinion loudly with a lot of energy and emotion to opine. All right, so that is the first part of the vocabulary quiz. The next part that we're going to go through is I am going to give you a statement, and I'm going to use the word, and I want you to put the word in context, all right? Using the sentence, see if you can put the word in context and tell me what the meaning of the word is. So let's go ahead and begin with this one, all right? I'll read it for you. It says, he used irrational arguments and obfuscated the primary issue. All right, I highlighted the word for you, obfuscated. What does that word mean? You can see that it's a verb. What do you think it means? And try to use the sentence to try and put the word into context and see if you can determine what the meaning of it. What does it mean to obfuscate? Does it mean to highlight the importance, to make something less clear, or to purposefully lie? All right, and I will say, for those of you who are very active in following our channel, I did a lesson probably over a year ago about advanced verbs. This is one of them. This is one of the verbs that I talked about, to obfuscate. And maybe many of you have seen that. Yes, excellent, perfect. Boost your English, Nala, Lolly, Andrea. The correct answer is B. To obfuscate means to make something less clear, and I'll go ahead and add something else. You could say you are trying to make it more difficult to understand. So in this case, to give you an example, I think of perhaps politicians. If somebody does not want to tell the truth, or they want to talk about some issue and do it in a way that may confuse other people, and then you could say they're trying to obfuscate the truth, or they're trying to obfuscate some issue or some problem, and they want to make it more difficult to understand. They want to make it less clear. So that is an example as to when you may come across this word, or perhaps even use it, to obfuscate. The next one is, the student asked me my age. It was such an impertinent question. All right. The student asked me my age. It was such an impertinent question. I think that it's an adjective, and I think it is a fairly common adjective. So this may be one that perhaps you are familiar with already. Impertinent. What do you think it means if you describe someone or something as impertinent? Does it mean that it's showing ignorance, it's inquisitive, or it's lacking respect? All right. What do you think? Excellent. Yes. Yesenia, Lolly, Ladan, Angela, Tan, Aiden. Yes. If you say that someone or something is impertinent, it means that it is C. It is lacking respect. And I use this adjective before a noun, saying it was an impertinent question, because I think depending on the country, the culture, as well as the situation, like a teacher-student relationship, you may not want to ask someone their age, and you could say that it's lacking respect. Often I think you would use this adjective as a predicate adjective at the end of the sentence, and you may describe someone and say that this person is impertinent. So I often think this adjective may come as a predicate adjective after the verb to be, and you'd say somebody is impertinent, or they are impertinent, and it's lacking respect. The next question I have for you is, this one's a little more difficult. Over the years, our high school reunions have become perfunctory. All right. Over the years, our high school reunions have become perfunctory. So I'm talking about this situation of a high school reunion and describing it as perfunctory. So what do you think? Does that mean that it is done quickly without care, increasingly interesting, or necessary to attend? Which of those is the meaning of perfunctory? Now, I said I think this one is definitely a little more advanced. It's probably not as common, but you never know. I think you may hear it if you're watching a TV show or movie, or you may come across it in a book. So, perfunctory. All right, yes, this one, I can see it. There are a little more mixed responses here. But yes, Tan, Sai, Ruma, DHS615. So if you say that, if you describe something as perfunctory, it means A. It is done quickly without care. And for example, maybe this, I try to give the example of like a high school reunion that over the years, which means it's done again and again and again. And the more you do something, you're probably not going to put as much effort and care into it. So that is what I was going for when I say that, okay, it's become perfunctory, it's done quickly without care. But you could also use this in the context of perhaps like a greeting. Somebody might describe a greeting as perfunctory. If you meet somebody on the street and they say hello, but it's really just done quickly, it doesn't seem like they want to talk to you, And that is the way, and you could say it was a perfunctory greeting. It was done quickly, without much care or interest. It's perfunctory. The next one is he had had better days. That's why he found his roommates' celebratory mood quite irksome. All right? What do you think? He had had better days. That's why he found his roommates' celebratory mood quite irksome. Does irksome, that is the word that I've highlighted, does that mean that something is comforting, surprising, or annoying? What do you think? Write your answers in the chat or even in the comments later. Again, it's interactive English. I want all of you guys to interact and participate in these lessons. So he had had better days. I'm using the past perfect there. That's a good example of the past perfect, had had. He had had better days. That's why he found his roommates' celebratory mood quite irksome. So if you say, well, I've had better days, then that means that, well, you didn't have a good day. So if somebody has a celebratory mood, perhaps you would find that irksome, which means that you would find it quite annoying. So if you describe something as irksome, it just means that it is annoying. I think many of you you did well with that one. Excellent. So the next part, again, we have another part to this vocabulary practice quiz. So what I'm going to do for this part is I'm going to give you a sentence with a blank. So there's a blank in there, and I want you to tell me which vocabulary word best completes the sentence. So in this case, you really need to know the meaning of the word, and you really need to understand the context of the sentence. What's it trying to say? Now, I will give you a few different options. I will only go over the correct answer. I'm not going to talk much about some of the other words because they are also advanced. I want to keep this lesson at a reasonable length. So let's begin with this one, which is there's a monument to pay to her achievements. There's a monument to pay to her achievements. Which of those words, those vocabulary words, best completes this sentence? So you really got to try and do both now. Put it into context as well as understand the meaning of the word. And of course, you can take a guess if you want, but I'll give you a moment. What do you think? There's a monument to pay pilgrimage, to pay homage, or to pay a mortgage. All right. What do you think? So yes, excellent. Perfect. Sid, Menati, Abrin, Lali, Khadija, Leonardo. If we're talking about, in this case, the correct answer is B, homage. All right. There's a monument to pay homage to her achievements. And homage is talking about a deep respect that you show for someone. And I think this is actually a collocation. Pay homage. To pay homage, those two words are frequently used together. So if you're talking about homage, it is quite often you will, it's going to be used with that verb, to pay homage. The next one is right here. I could say that the company, their income on the tax forms. Which word best completes this sentence? The company inundated their income on the tax forms, the company capitulated their income on the tax forms, or the company fabricated their income on the tax forms. So write your answer in the chat, in the comments. Again, see what you guys, see if you guys can get this. So there is only one correct answer. And wow, getting some different responses here. All right. So excellent. Yes, Nord, 1990. All right. Have some right answers. This one's a little more challenging. Jerry, Nikita, Maziar, Kareem. So the correct answer is C, fabricated. All right. In this case, the company fabricated their income on the tax forms, which is not something that you want to do, because to fabricate something means to create something false in order to deceive someone. So you could use it with somebody might fabricate a story. That is a common way in which you would use this verb, to fabricate. The next one is this question right here. I can't believe my family had the to go on vacation without me. I can't believe my family had the to go on vacation without me. Which word best completes the sentence? Complacency, temerity, or the paucity? All right. And there is only one of those words will accurately complete this sentence. What do you think? Again, try to think of the context, the situation. Somebody is saying this, they're talking about this. I can't believe my family had the to go on vacation without me. What would you say? Complacency, temerity, paucity. All right. Yes, this one. Okay, still some mix. Yes, on loka. Alamin, perfect. Yesenia. So the word that we're looking for is be, temerity. I can't believe my family had the temerity to go on vacation without me. Temerity is, it's a noun, and it's talking about the willingness to do something that may upset others. So in this case, you would use it in talking about a situation that you're really surprised that somebody did something because it's likely to upset others. And you would say, I don't believe they had the temerity to do this thing, the willingness to do it because it would upset other people. Like in this example, if your family leaves and goes on vacation without you, yeah, I'd be a little upset too. And I'd be like, I can't believe they would do this, that they had the temerity to go on vacation without me. All right, the next one. Some people believe that technology is a for solving climate change. Some people believe that technology is a for solving climate change. Which word completes that sentence? This is definitely a more advanced word. I think all of these are more advanced. Is it panacea, rigmarole, cloture? What do you think best completes this sentence? Some people believe that technology is a for solving climate change. All right. Well, I think you guys doing well on this one. Yes, Lali, Nikita, MZZ, Shalu, Angela Tan. All right. So the answer that we're looking for is A, panacea. So some people believe that technology is a panacea for solving climate change, and a panacea is talking about, well, just something that will solve all problems. So in this case, climate change is a problem, and some people may believe that, well, technology is going to help us solve this problem. It's a panacea for this problem as well as others, and they may believe that it solves all of our different problems, and it is a panacea. Excellent. So those are the words that I wanted to go over with you in this lesson. And again, if you guys do like what we do here at Interactive English, if you want to become a member, support our channel, you can get a YouTube membership or become a patron. We offer some different and cool rewards. There are links down in the description below if you want to check that out. So remember, these are the words. I put together this word list, and I will put these words in the description part of this lesson. Actually, wait, no, I don't think I will, because I don't want to just give you the answer to some of these questions. So this is your word list in case you want to review and maybe practice some more. Wait a few weeks, watch the lesson again, and see if you remember the meaning of these words. It is a great way to get exposure to new words, and then the more you practice with them, the more you hear them, the more you read them, you're just going to internalize the meaning, so that when you want to speak or write, you will be able to use this word correctly. You're going to put it in your active memory. So here are the words that we talked about from this lesson. I hope that I think you guys did very well for the most part. You guys knew most of those. Again, I do think they are more advanced words, but I tried to find words that are also common, that you would hear in a TV show, movie, or if you're watching the news, but you could probably also use in conversation depending on the context and the situation. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you, Anderson. Roghovs, all too easy. All right, I'll make it more difficult next time then. Olivia, Paolo, Lolly, Rose, Aiden, Ruma, Rod, good to see you. Samuel, Lucky, just trying to give some quick shout outs at the end. I try to say as many names as possible and acknowledge all of you, because I really appreciate you being here with me. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the weekend. Thank you guys so much for joining me and watching this video. Keep practicing and keep up the good work, and I will see you next time. So long.